Buddha says, be patient. Trust the timing of your life. Have you ever felt stuck? Like you're doing everything right yet nothing moves? You try to stay strong, to push forward, to make life happen, but it feels like the universe has gone silent. It's in those moments Buddha whispers only two words: be patient. But patience isn't easy. In a world that runs on instant replies and quick results, waiting feels like weakness. Yet the Buddha saw it differently. He taught that patience isn't waiting helplessly. It's trusting the process deeply. It's the calm inside the storm, the quiet faith that life is unfolding exactly as it should. The power of Khanti, Buddha's word for patience. In Buddhism, the word for patience is Khanti. It means endurance, tolerance, and gentle strength. Buddha called patience the highest form of discipline, because anyone can be kind when life is easy, but to remain calm when life tests you, that's true wisdom. Think of a tree during a storm. It bends but doesn't break. Its roots go deep, that's patience. You discover that patience is not weakness. It's power under control. Why we lose patience today? We live in a world built for impatience. We've forgotten the rhythm of slow growth. But inner peace, healing, purpose, they still follow nature's pace. A seed doesn't bloom overnight, and neither do we. The more we rush, the more we suffer. Buddha said, when you learn to stay grounded, the greatest cause of suffering is craving, wanting things to be different from how they are. When you learn to wait without craving, to breathe even when results are slow, you begin to suffer less. So how can we live this teaching, not just admire it? It begins with awareness. When you pause instead of rushing, you create space between the event and your reaction, and in that space, wisdom grows. As Buddha said, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Sometimes that one word is wait. Look at nature. It never hurries, yet everything is accomplished. The mountain doesn't rush to form. The river doesn't fight its curve. The flower doesn't compare when another blooms before it. When you plant seeds of effort, trust that they'll grow in their own season, not yours. Because growth takes time, and you are growing too, even when you can't see it. Patience is the heartbeat of nature, and when we live against that rhythm, we feel anxious, frustrated, restless. So, return to nature's timing. Let life breathe. Stories of Buddha's patience. Once, a man insulted Buddha endlessly, calling him foolish, worthless, and fake. Buddha simply smiled and said, if someone offers you a gift and you refuse it, to whom does it belong? The man was silent. It remains with the giver, Buddha said gently. That is patience, not reacting, not fighting back, but staying rooted in peace. It's not about letting people walk over you. It is about choosing not to let their chaos disturb your calm. That's strength in stillness. How do we cultivate patience? Pause before reacting, before responding in anger or frustration. Take one mindful breath. That single breath is a bridge from chaos to clarity. Trust the timing. When things don't move as fast as you want, remind yourself. Maybe this delay is protection. Maybe it's preparation. Observe. Don't control. Instead of forcing outcomes, watch them unfold. Life often brings better answers when we stop pushing. Sometimes patience feels impossible. Days blur into weeks, and you wonder, why isn't it happening yet? In those moments, remember this. Even when nothing seems to change, something inside you is healing. Patience teaches you surrender, humility, and peace. Qualities no success can teach. So if your life feels paused, don't see it as punishment, see it as preparation. Remember, patience is not the absence of movement, it's grace within the waiting. Silence is patience in sound form. It's the soul's way of saying, I trust the timing. When you learn to sit quietly, without rushing to fill the silence, you begin to hear life's rhythm again. Patience brings you back to presence, and presence is where peace lives. So today, wherever you are, breathe. Slow down, let life take its time. Because Buddha's wisdom still whispers across centuries. Be patient. Everything comes to you in the right moment. And maybe that moment is closer than you think. Thank you for watching.